Shalom. First and foremost, Kwahala Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Akwakadash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone. Shalom to the Yakim out there in the highways and byways, known as Israel abroad all around the world through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So I'm just going to get right into it. This is going to be the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. For my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. So here it is. It's 2021, and you got our Jake, and Jake is still sleeping. The great majority of Jakes out here, don't have a clue to who they are. They don't know their power. They don't know, that they're not acknowledging that they're the children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and they don't want to even consider it. Because here it is, they want to celebrate these holidays that pretty much has nothing to do with them. Like, for example, this 4th of July bullshit. You still got Jake over here still popping fireworks and shit. Still letting off fireworks, popping fireworks. And this is supposed to be a representation of freedom. But, you Jakes were still slaves. You Jakes were still picking cotton. With this so-called 4th of July shit. You Jakes were still picking cotton. You were still out in the cotton fields picking cotton. And you want to celebrate some damn freedom. You ain't free. And we've been telling you this, and you Jakes, y'all really don't want to acknowledge it. Y'all really want to buy in and inhale the lies and the fucking philosophies of the so-called white man. You still want to take in his lies and his deceit and his illusions, to make it seem like you got some sort of sense of freedom, when in actuality you're not free. It's all an illusion. It's all hocus pocus, like we've been saying. Here it is. You got brothers all over the internet, out there on the highways and byways teaching you, telling you Jakes that you're not free. But yet you still want to buy into the lies and into the deception of Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man. You still want to buy into the bullshit that he's selling you, this pipe dream that he's selling you. But this is why two-thirds of you Jakes are just gonna have to just die. Because you don't want to consider who you are as a people. You still want to celebrate these holidays that has nothing to do with you. You were still a slave. You were still in slavery. But you Jakes, you're not trying to acknowledge it. But that time is gonna come when when the Most High is gonna start killing a lot of you Jakes out here for your rebellion. And rightfully so, because you're just you're just not there. Your head's just not there. So this is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, and it reads, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider." So these are the two most dumb and stubborn animals on the face of the planet, and even they know their owners, and they know where to go. They know where to go home. But Israel, you don't know who you are, and you don't consider it. Here it is, we're out there on the highways and byways, week in and week out, year after year, day after day. Well, not day after day, but week in and week out, year after year. Telling you, Jakes, trying to teach you that you're the true people. Slovakia. That you're the true people of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Telling you that you're the true people of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native, and Seminole Indians. Here it is, we're trying to tell you this, but you don't want to listen. You still want to believe in the lies and the deceptions and follow the ways of of Esau Edom, which is gonna be to your own destruction, by the way, because you're only gonna be led to your death. Because ultimately, the so-called white man, he's gonna end up raising up and start killing you, a lot of you Jakes, and that's gonna be the Most High on the left-hand side using the so-called white man to do it. Through the spiritual demon Satan. He's gonna use the so-called white man to kill a lot of you niggas out there, because you just ain't right. Because there's not much time left. There's not much time left in that hourglass. The time is just almost up. Time is running out. And we've been telling you, Jakes, for the longest, for years, that you are the chosen people. That you are the Lord's chosen people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians. That you're the Lord's chosen people, but you don't want to take that in consideration. You don't want to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You don't want to keep the laws. You don't want to come back to who you are as a nation. You want to do evil. You want to continue to do evil. But because of your stubbornness and your rebellion, the Most High is gonna have to just put you to sleep, and you're gonna have to just wake up on the other side in the kingdom in your right mind. You're gonna have to be just put down, put to sleep, and just wake up in your right mind, on the other side. Verse 4, all sinful nation, a people led with iniquity, a seed of evildoers. This is who you are. Talking to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native, and Seminole Indians. You're just nothing but a seed of evildoers. You don't want to take in consideration. You don't want to listen. You don't want to take heed. You just want to continue to follow the ways of the society, which is going to lead you to your death. So let me read this again. Verse 4. All sinful nation, a seed led it with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, because that's all you niggas do. You niggas is spicks. This is all you do, is nothing but evil. And you tomahawks. This is all you do. All you do is just evil. You like to smoke your little weed, do your little drugs, get high, sell drugs, commit adultery, do all kind of wickedness. This is what you do. Children that are corrupts, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord, and they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. And you are provoking the Holy One, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, unto anger. Worshiping other gods, committing adultery against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with these idol worships. These holidays are nothing but idol worship, because these holidays have nothing to do with us. You're worshiping the society, you're worshiping the gods of this world. You're not coming back to the true God, to your true power, your true God, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And there's no excuse, because the men are out there. The information, the word is already out. So there's no excuse. But it's gonna be to your own destruction, because you were warned. You've been warned. You've been warned countless of times. Week in and week out, year after year, you're being warned, and you're not taking heed to the warning. So ultimately, you just got to be done away with. Because ultimately, Esau Edom, he's the whipping stick. He's the whipping stick. He's the Lord's whipping stick onto you niggas and spicks and you tomahawks. He is the whipping stick, and the Most High is gonna use this devil to put a lot of you niggas to sleep, because y'all just ain't right. Y'all don't want to take heed. And good riddance too. They are gone. They had gone away backwards, and that scripture says you've gone away backwards, because our people are just backwards. They just don't know. They don't know their ins from their outs. They're just completely lost and ignorant. So when that time comes, don't say we didn't warn you. Don't say we didn't tell you so. We've been telling you to get out of the ways of this of Babylon and come back to who you are, but you don't want to listen. Still want to pop your little fireworks and make all kind of noise throughout the night, waking neighbors up and stuff when people are trying to sleep. Just don't want to be popping fireworks. Here it is, people got to get up for work in the morning, and yet you niggas are still popping these fireworks. You're still popping these firecrackers, making all kind of noise. And this is why you just got to be put down and be put out of your misery, because you just sick. You ain't right in the head. So with that, I want to say Shalom, and all praises and glories to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.